Gavin Newsom has just stepped into the ring here as a podcaster. He's decided that governor has not been as successful as it should be. He's now podcasting. By the way, he's clearly copying me. I had Steve Bannon on. He had Steve Bannon on. He's literally copying me. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom. Now, by the way, this is not what politicians should be doing, is starting podcasts. No one wanted this. No one who's sitting in an ash heap in Altadena wants him on a podcast. They want him to run the state. You have a job. You have a job. It's the governor of California. That's a hard job, right? He keeps saying it is. The state's very big. It's the 7th largest economy in the world, or whatever he's saying. How in God's name do you have the time to do a podcast? Can you imagine launching a podcast in the ash heap of your state? He's now doing is he going to have ads? Is he going to read ads? Is Gavin Newsom going to read ads while people try to find housing in his state? Now, I will do his podcast because it does no good for me not to do it. I have things to promote, but I disagree with him starting one. But I've reached out so that I can do it because I should be doing it, and he should come on here to promote it if he's going to go that route, which I don't think he should. But he's already here. He's already here, and he's already copying me with Steve Bannon. And his theme song is insane. This is the weirdest thing ever. We went through the last election cycle. They're like, podcasters have too much power. And maybe that's true. But the goal is then not to join the podcast world. It's to be a better governor. Gavin Newsom's like, if I can't beat them, I will join them. I will do a podcast. You won't be able to talk shit about me now. I'm doing a pod. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Let's play a little bit of this and play this fucking theme song, which is terrible. I don't know who's advising him.
This is Gavin Newsom. And this is Steve Bannon. Well, Steve, thanks so much for taking the time to be here. And I want to take this opportunity to sort of, go back a little bit and talk about your history, a little bit about your motivations and where you see this country.
We did a better interview with Steve Bannon. The point is this. What is that song? And then this is Gavin Newsom. So what he's trying to do is it's a relaunch of himself. This is what people do. There's nothing wrong with it. We understand it. It is required. When you are in the public eye for many, many years, eventually people are going to get sick of you, or your policies contribute to their lives becoming a hell, and they're angry. So you got to do a relaunch and come out. So that's the whole point. This is Gavin Newsom. Like all that other shit you heard about me, that ain't me. All the crime and the people with their knife to your neck after you walk out of the sushi restaurant, that ain't me. This is me now. The guy who's talking to Charlie Kirk. I'm the guy who's talking to people, and I'm sitting in my nice spare room in a nice house that's gray. And this is me. I'm just a chill guy. Everything else ain't me. This is Gavin Newsom. And this is Steve Bannon. And somebody told him, they're like, and then you got to say, and this is your guest. And he goes, and this is Steve Bannon. And then they have a talk or whatever. But this is what Gavin Newsom is now doing instead of running California. He's decided to do this podcast. And he might be better at this than the governor. I don't know. I would never tell someone to not follow their dreams. But I don't think it's just like the Olympics. The Olympics isn't a bad thing, but did anyone want the Olympics? Is anyone in LA going, you know what, we're missing the Olympics. We're missing a shot put. We want the Olympics. No. People want, to afford milk. And they'd like to not get raped on their way out of Pilates. That no one wants the shot put. Nobody wants the Olympic. No one cares. If it was an extra thing, great. But people talk about the Olympics like that's what's going to save the state. They're like, well, the Olympics is coming, so they're going to figure it all out. They're going to get rid of those homeless people by the Olympics. This is what people say when you're in California. They go, well, right before the Olympics, they're going to get rid of all those homeless people because of the Olympics are coming. So people are now putting their hope in the Olympics so that they're going to clean up California because of the Olympics. By the way, there are islands of Tesla batteries floating in the Pacific, poisoning. I mean, the things that are happening here, the marine life that's dying, these surfers are all it's all going to be like 9/11. Remember 9/11? They're like, oh, the air's safe. And then 20 years later, Jon Stewart had to go and scream at Congress because they all lied and everybody died of mesothelioma or whatever. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a bunch of fucking surfers in 10 years be like, they said the water was safe to surf. And they're all going to be fucking dying because they all lied to these poor fucks. And that's all there is to do out here is to surf. That's still the only thing. It's, you take that away from this state, from the coastal California region. These people are going to be, so they're back in the water. They don't care. They're back in the sludge, lithium ion, Tesla battery water. They don't care because what else are they going to do? Their governor just started a podcast. This is Gavin Newsom. And by the way, what's he got? 9,000 views on the Bannon app? Not good. Not good. These are the MD Foodie Boys. Is Gavin Newsom. Hello, Chub Perm. I'm the governor of California. Have you ever had an avocado?